ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. And yes, I am back. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos hopefully for Monday and everything else like that, so hopefully these things can start progressing a lot more. So before we actually move on, thank you for everybody that's actually stayed with us and actually been able to look after the channel, do a little bit of maintenance and things like that, and do little bits and pieces. So thank you very much for all the people that have been able to help me do that. There has been a couple of you, most of my real life friends have been able to do that. So thank you very much for all of that. But I'm back. Let's get on with this video and let's actually do something about it, shall we? So first of all, I would like to point out that I know that this story is going to be a little bit old, by about a month-ish. So don't get all your knickers in a bunch and everything else like that. The things that I want to really portray is the fact that no mainstream media really picked it up apart from LBC. Nobody ran with it. Nobody went with the story. Nobody's been outraged by it. Outraged. Rage. Grr. But that's the point. I want to really emphasize that for the feminists and for the people that are there to protect women, they're there for the people that are there to protect children, this was never picked up on. I really want to get into this. So you have a yob that pours drink all over mum and crying child inside the Burger King.
Oh my God! Hey! Oh! Hey, imagine this guy wet her like 3 times, fam. Mother, she's. Oh my God! Hey! Hey, imagine this guy wet her like 3 times.
So, as you can see, a bunch of yobs that have been able to literally go into a Burger King, that are able to self-service themselves to be able to get a drink, to be able to do whatever that they want to, so to speak. Nobody seems to, in their right mind, have been able to have said anything to these yobs, these literally wankers, or as I would like to call them, cunts. I think that with this actual aspect of people being able to get away with this annoyance, with this easiness of nobody even making a statement against them or anything else like that. Now, I don't know what the woman said beforehand. I do not know. I do not know the whole reasons why this done. But for anybody with a kid to then think that it is okay for a yob to be able to throw stuff and literally victimize a lonely woman on her own and a young boy is absolutely heinous and needs to be deported from the country. I don't even care if they are 5th, 6th generation. I don't even care if they're fucking white. It's not a case of that for me. It really isn't. This is more of a case for me that if you're going to be that fucking disrespectful, and I mean that honestly, if you're going to be that disrespectful where you are going to throw Fanta or whatever the fuck it was, some orangeade shit, onto a child and a mother and have nobody in the whole of the country feel any sort of outrage about it, well, that's the problem with this country. The fact because they are of a particular race and a particular colour, nobody wants to say fuck all about it. Well, I'm here to tell you that I fucking am. This is the absolute ridiculousness of our nation, that we won't even go into stories about this, to even be able to talk about the problems that are poor, impoverished people. And yes, I'm not going to say that they're poor and impoverished, and I'm not going to try and take the mickey out of them for being fucking yobs that have no education whatsoever and probably from single parent mums. I'm not going to do that. I'm really not. I kind of did, but I'm not going down that road. The problem that I have is that this, even though it was only picked up by LBC, and maybe it was picked up by the Daily Mirror, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen anything on it, to be honest, on that point. But the fact is that nobody's screaming and shouting. The feminists are not coming out trying to protect the woman and the child. Or is it because the child is a bloke? As in, by that I mean the child's a male, is a little boy. He's able to deal with that, is he? Some big old bloody 17 to 20 year old throwing drink at him and his mum. Because that's manly, innit? That's fucking manly, that is. That's how real men disrespect women. They don't give them a slap or anything else like that. They throw drink on them. They don't actually talk about their problems or anything else like that. Now they just throw drink on them and just call them bad man for doing it, don't they? That's the legacy that we're leaving by not talking about these. By not putting these people on fucking blast. By not actually showing the fact that these two people, in general, via this own video, is going around and doing this sort of heinous operations, this sort of heinous point of being able to get away with this. And this is not going to be the only two people that are doing it. The only reason why I'm picking on these two is because these are the only ones that have been stupid enough to get caught on video, or rather actually be videoed themselves of why they're doing it. Yeah. And then to the point of you've got the person behind the bloody video that is giving him vitriol by saying, well done, you've actually done this, you're a hero. Man's did it twice, innit? Man's did it 3 times. Oh, well, man's a fucking cunt, innit? Because man's can't even fight no one. He's got to throw some little bit of liquid over people, innit? Man's a wanker, innit? Fuck's sake, what's the point of talking like that? What's the point in doing things like that? You've literally, just because you've gone against a woman and her son, you're some kind of big man. You're not no big man. Even if you had a gun and a knife and you decided to do anything, you're not no big man for picking on people like that. Makes you a wimp. Makes you a fucking coward. It makes me sick to be fucking English. It really fucking does. It makes me sick to be British. Not because of the race of the people before you cunts start jumping in as well. But for the fact that people are not picking up on this and are too scared to report it. To them, their family, to their friends. To show them how depraved they are from picking on fucking a woman and her son. And let's be honest, their son is probably 7 or 8. Maybe younger, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11. At the absolute fucking most. I don't know the actual ages of them. But you get a 20-year-old to probably older, maybe 17 to a 20-year-old, that is throwing stuff at him and his mum. How scared do you reckon that child is? How do you reckon that that's going to change people's lives? And not one person really wants to talk about it. I ain't seen nobody on YouTube either fucking talking about this either. And yes, I'm swearing a lot because it annoys me. It annoys me that these people think that they're so goddamn hard, so untouchable, which is the purpose of what's happening today, that nobody can do anything to these children. Because yeah, 19 to 20-year-olds or 17 to 20-year-olds, yeah, they're still fucking children. I don't mind admitting that. Most of them still fucking are. Generally, most ain't, but some are. And these are the ones that are so enticed into their little drug dens and their drug addicts. And let me put this straight. I bet you all of the money that I ever earn in my lifetime that these two come from a council estate. If not both of them, at least one. I guarantee it. And no, that's not to say anything from council estate people. I come from a council estate. I know lots of people from a council estate. In fact, most of my friends down south as I moved away are from a council estate. None of them would have done this to a woman and child. Yes, they may have said something to her. They may have said, "Oh, shut your mouth," or something like that. Yes, they might have done that to show a vocabulary, a voice of disconsent. But they would never have ever have done anything like that. And that's the point. People are getting away with this. That's where my anger is for this. And yeah, it's subsiding because it is. It's what it does, unfortunately. But my anger is the fact that nobody really picks up this from YouTube. Nobody at all. These little individual moments that keep on adding up, that keep on stacking up, where the evidence is showing you that the world is getting worse because of ideologies, because of separating, because of racial divides, because of separating and categorizing people into one category and then categorizing them into another. And then because you're othering everybody, they are now forcibly interacting with each other, rather than how it was at least 10 years ago, where this wouldn't even have happened. And even if it did happen, the people that were around would have fucking have said something. But now nobody wants to. Nobody cares. As long as it's not happening to them. Nobody cares. That's where the problem lies. That's where the problem lies. Maybe it is the case that they do care, but they're too scared to do it. I don't know. That's where we have a problem. Link in the description to LBC on doing this, and well done for them to actually publishing the story. I mean, the date on this is the 4th of October, so it's about a month ago, to be honest with you. It really is about a month ago, and nobody's mentioned it, nobody's talked about it, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just wanted to quickly go through, though, what it is that LBC have actually written about it. Very quickly. So let's go through, shall we? So, a teenager poured drink over a mother and terrified child inside a London Burger King as his laughing friend filmed it. So, a distressed young boy could be seen clinging onto the woman as the assailant tipped the drink over the pair in Feltham, West London, on Tuesday. That's surprising, fucking surprising. It's not clear what sparked the shocking incident, but the woman believed to be the scared boy's son can be heard begging the folk to stop it. The friend filming gasped in amusement as he shouted, "Oi shit, oi shit." After he then recorded himself gloating, can you imagine that this guy went at her 3 times, fan? He is, and then does a gesture to denote that he is crazy. Yeah, that's not a denote that he's crazy. As I said before in my little rant, it's a point of just being a disrespectful little cunt. That's as simple as that, my friend. Really is. So the distressing footage was originally updated to Snapchat but has since been shared widely online. Shocked social media users condemned the attack. Good, I hope. Why do people do this stuff? She's with a child. There is no respect for elders anymore. It's not even a case of respect for elders. This is supposed to be the case of where people are supposed to be respecting feminism and the idea of children and everything else like that and protecting them. And yet nobody really wants to condemn this because of their racial credence. That's all that this is. The fact is that because they were one particular colour, nobody wants to do anything about it. Nobody wants to do the story because it could perceive them to be racist. I bet you the cops are not even involved. And unfortunately, that's the end of the story. So no news about if anybody's actually going to prison for it or if anybody's being arrested for it. As in, that could quite easily be classified as assault. And yes, I do know that I'm nitpicking on that point, but I would actually really like to press charges against them. If that was me, or if I was married to that woman, there's a lot more that I would want to do, bar pressing charges, obviously. But pressing charges for assault is probably the most legal and most sensible way. So with that all being said, I think it's best for me to say au revoir, farewell, adieu, auf Wiedersehen, I'll see you all again. But first of all, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe to this video, and don't forget to check out my new videos. See you all again real soon. Bye bye for now.